It's one player, two player, put controller in, and they turn the power button on and say, power on! Ooh, that's a wolf spider. I don't think so. I'm up here and on my way. So, well, we might do some Final Fantasies. It all comes down to how how much you guys want it, honestly, because that's one of the defining factors for Corey and I is we're just like, okay, would people want to watch that? Also, we need to finish the Souls games, so because there's quite a few of those. We finished 1 and 2. We're on 3. After 3, we have to finish Demon Souls and Bloodborne. And then we have to debate and determine whether or not we want to go back and finish Sekiro. Which I don't want to make any promises. So, I don't know. We'll see. And then after that, we got to do Elden Ring.
Everything looks good from here.
I'm trying to figure out if after Elden Ring, technically we could do, because it's a FromSoft game, but it's not a Souls game. We could do Armored Core 6. Corey wants to, and I'm not against it.
It's a good one.
But it's not really it's not really a Souls game. Is the thing for me, and I'm like, if he wants to, I'm not gonna say no. I'm in trouble. Oh, thank God that was you. I thought it was like, oh my God, that's a new insect. I don't know what it is. Ooh, there's more mushroom over here. Let me grab that. Alright, where you at? There you is.
Anyone have some citronella?
Why would you need citronella? Oh, for the mosquito.
Mm-hmm.
So where is this lab at?
We're getting there. It's underneath this structure of limbs. We just gotta find. Oh, there's the lab. Or at least the field station. Oh, wow. Step 1. Let's see, it should be. There's the Wolfie. There it is. Nope, that's not it. That's the flooded section. Where's the upright bit? Here's the upright bit. I found it. Closed? How do I open it?
Hope no one's afraid of spiders, because that is a big one.
Let's see.
Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Kirill at Outburst. You wanna come to my location right here?
God damn it, of course it is. It's back in the pond.
Alright, lead the way.
Alright, well, if you want, you could wait here and just eat some food and try and survive. Motherfucking tick. I just gotta go down to the pond and flip a switch. So it shouldn't take me too long. Fasty feet away! Yeah, sorry, Aunt. I'm not stopping for nobody. Ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Whoops.
Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Damn, like 200
I'm playing this
meters
really,
out.
really cool Zelda ROM hack that somebody made called the Sealed Palace. Been having a really good time. I love the only, literally, it's such a good ROM hack. The only issue I have with it, I cannot stress this enough, and it's a tiny one, is just some of the puzzles are really like not telegraphed properly, so I don't know what the solution is or what I'm even looking for as far as like solving the puzzle. All I know is that there's a locked door and I need to do something to open it. That is my only critique. I've had a good time otherwise. And it's a full-fledged, like, conversion mod. Like, it's a brand new Hyrule, it's a brand new story, brand new temples and dungeons, everything. The whole fucking 9 yards, dude. They just, the only
Nice.
thing they didn't convert was the bosses and the enemies, because that saved time and resources. Because making a custom boss in that engine is, like, super fucking hard to do. And I appreciate that. Like, there was a really cool, so I just did the Spirit Temple. This is a perfect example of just how cool this ROM hack is. And so, you need context. For context, in Ocarina of Time, the way they do the night and day cycle in certain areas is nighttime is a room and daytime is a room. And that's how they do that. And so, they took advantage of that game mechanic by doing the Spirit Temple, where certain rooms are only accessible at night, and certain rooms are only accessible at day. And if you go in the day room, you'll access the night room, but it'll be a different room than if you were to access it through the night door, if that makes any sense. So you're like, you have like what essentially is only 5 rooms, but because they have night and day sides of them, there's actually 10 rooms.
That's pretty cool.
And it's, yeah, and it's such a cool utilization of a game mechanic that you wouldn't think would lead to anything. And so what you end up having to do is going and getting the Sun Song, which they call the Moon Song on this game, and then you have to use that to traverse inside the temple to the night and day cycles to be able to access other sides of the temple to solve puzzles so that you can get through the temple. It's so good. It was so very well done. My mind was like, oh my fucking god, this is awesome. The moment I put together like how they did it, like mechanically, I was like, that's insanely smart. And then there was another thing they did where I went to Ganon's castle, and when you go up, there's the lava pool and everything, just like that. It's a custom castle, so it doesn't look quite the same. But there's a little lava pool and everything, and then you make the rainbow bridge, and then you go across it and you go in there. Well, I went through one of the doors and I go down a flight of stairs and I end up on this cliffside. And I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome. They took the time to model a cliffside beneath the bridge, but beneath the castle, and then also model a downscaled version outside of the temple of the cliffside directly across the bridge. It's so, there's such good attention to detail. I was like, this is so cool. Because one of the things they did for the ROM hack was they made it so...
Shit.
they made it so that before every temple you do a little mini temple. You know how like before the Shadow Temple in Ocarina of Time you have to do the well?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. But they did it for every temple. So there's like a bunch of fucking dungeons in this game. And so what they did for Ganon's castle is they didn't just break the pattern. No, they kept the pattern going. They're like, yeah, you have to go underneath Ganon's castle and get your way inside the middle of his castle before you can start doing all the sage challenges. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome, guys. Just altogether great work. Absolutely phenomenal. Didn't like the water temple, but that's because I just don't like waiting. But I will say their water temple is significantly more doable than the Ocarina of Time version. I prefer it. That game,
Alright,
this
the tube
ROM
should
hack's
be open
amazing.
now.
Oh, cool. Oh, yes, it is. Awesome.
Sight. Boom. I'm gonna get a sore neck if I walk around with my head tilted to the side the whole time.
I actually, you know what? I agree. This is hurting my head. Oh, this is awful. Oh, mildly better. Okay, cool. Awesome. Is it gold or is it? Yeah, it's gold. Is it? No, it's not. Ooh, that hurt. Alright, I need to eat up. Altogether, final takeaway from Sealed Palace, absolutely worth it. Hard to find,